Everybody dreams of becoming a millionaire overnight. On the petrodollar coast.
Last Tuesday was installed, and immediately Mayor Wally Fox was replaced by top vote-getter Dottie Heinz. And controversial police chief John LaCoste was placed on administrative leave, his control of the city council clearly at an end. Betty Ann Bruno is standing by in Emeryville with a live report. Betty Ann?
Dennis, the council chambers here in Emeryville were a bit like a bullfight tonight as far as atmosphere is concerned. The first council meeting of the new majority adjourned about 20 minutes ago, but earlier the chambers were packed with boosters of that new majority, people opposed to the so-called LaCoste political machine that has run Emeryville for years and years. And if they were looking for political bloodshedding, that's exactly what they got tonight. Less than an hour after the new majority took over, it put LaCoste on administrative leave.
The reason we're doing this at this time is we have received a letter from the Police Officers Association with 23 charges included in it, which we want time to investigate, and we also are doing it because of the general administration of the police department.
The 23 charges from the Police Officers Association range from reasons like he doesn't have staff meetings to a charge that he's vindictive. Chief LaCoste says he has a lawyer and he plans to fight any effort to dismiss him. All that happened less than an hour after the new council majority took office. It didn't surprise anybody because the new council majority candidates had run on a campaign against LaCoste and had promised to depose him if they could. And tonight, their first meeting was the first opportunity they had to take that action. Needless to say, emotions were running very high here in the council chambers. There was jubilation on one side and a lot of bitterness on the other. Formally what they are, but he does plan a fight. It looks like it's going to be a bitter fight. One observer, very active in Emeryville politics, said gleefully, it's the beginning of the end, but LaCoste says the end will not come easily. In Emeryville,
their newly suspended chief of police pulled off a midnight raid on his own office this morning. Police Chief John LaCoste was known as the boss of Emeryville's political machine, but a newly elected city council majority was installed last night and immediately suspended him. Then just a few hours later, there was a confrontation at the chief's office where LaCoste was spotted carting away the files. Betty Ann Bruno reports.
Emeryville kicked off the beginning of its new era with flowers for the new majority on the city council. The new mayor was greeted with applause.
I will do everything within my power to fulfill this honor to the very best of my ability.
But that was it for the niceties. The rest of the night was not so pleasant. First, the council lost no time in setting about the business of ridding itself of its old-style political boss, Police Chief John LaCoste. Less than an hour after the new council took over, it dealt LaCoste a deadly blow.
The motion that we put the chief of police on administrative leave.
LaCoste calls the move purely political and says he'll fight it in court. But nobody guessed what would happen later on last night. The only sign of it today is the telltale investigator's tape sealing the door of the police chief's office and the letter from the new acting chief ordering everyone to stay out. What happened was, about midnight, a night patrolman saw LaCoste and some other men removing stuff from the department.
When we got to the office, Chief LaCoste and Lieutenant Reno and 2 civilian personnel were removing boxes and other miscellaneous property from the chief's office and closets in the hallway and such, and we're loading them into a vehicle in the outside carport.
The vice mayor, a LaCoste opponent, was called in.
When I saw him, I said, John, you're on administrative leave. You know that you're not supposed to be up here.
When LaCoste refused to leave, Davenport demanded his badge on the spot.
She appointed me as an acting chief at that point and told me that she wanted him off the property. And that's basically what we did. We had him removed.
Maltby was a sergeant until he was elevated to the acting chief's position early this morning. Today, the doors of the department were locked, even the outside door. The locks have been changed to ensure against another midnight raid.
Currently the target of a city council investigation and has been removed from his post pending the results of that probe. Alameda County Presiding Judge Donald McCullum issued a temporary restraining order today that will allow LaCoste to remove his personal effects from the office. It also bars authorities from searching his personal.
Isolating those genes is the essence of this new technology, and learning that genetic code carries with it awesome possibilities.
This science will